And then Toulouse. Bomb. Fixed. Okay, right. Now, go back over to the introduction screen. Now it's the right way round, right? Yeah, Golven Plissonneau from Nantes in France, playing a separatist swarm and a bit of a complicated one like that, so it took me a while to get everything set up, and I'm still not quite happy with it, but it'll do for now. Golven is playing with Captain Sia and the Kraken Tactical Relay, a separatist drone, Trade Federation, and then he's got, it's not a separatist drone, no, it's a Trade Federation. Right, well, anyway, it doesn't, yeah, it's the same. Separatist, he's got 3 separatist drones and 4 Trade Federation drones. 3 of the Trade Federation drones have got Discord missiles. That's basically the upshot of it all here, right? So then you'll see now the next 4 ships come up, and Trade Federation drone, Discord, Trade Federation drone, yeah, and then there's 2 separatists and another Trade Federation, because that's just how it ended up going into the system. Okay, right, so moving over to the other side of the table, we've got Frederic Marel from Toulouse, France. He's brought 2 Gold Squadron pilots, wrong mouse. He's brought 2 Gold Squadron pilots, Gold Squadron troopers, sorry. Rick Ollie with an R2 astromech, Mace Windu with calibrated laser targeting, sense, and on the other side of the table, and then an Obi-Wan Kenobi with calibrated laser targeting as well. So I gotta get rid of this and put an equal sign to here. Same thing here. And clear out this. Okay, and then we just press this button, that goes away, and we can move over to the table camera. Yeah, it works. It fits on the screen. That's about all I can say for it. And yeah, opening deployments, very cautious, just kind of edging their way out. The Gold Squadron troopers kind of thing. Wow, those asteroids got into a really tight cluster there, where the Gold Squadron are moving through it. Interesting, right? So yeah, there's a lot of there's a little bit of space for confusion on Golven's side of the table with all the Trade Federation stuff going on. I've tried to mark them up as best I could. Out of the 3 separatist drones, which are the ones on the high pegs, right? I've marked them with little donuts on their base stems, right? So that's that taken care of. And then we've got Merci beaucoup. Je vais dépenser une force pour faire un boost. Ouais. So yeah, the 3 separatist drones are the tallest ships. They are marked with little coloured donuts on their base pegs, right? Then the 4 lower ships are the Trade Federation drones. One that's unpainted is the one that's not carrying. Let me just mark this up as well while we're talking about it. So the one that is not painted. So look. So this one here. This one. No, that's Captain Sia. So ignore that. Okay. This one here, and this one here are the separatist drones, right? They're not important. They've got no upgrades on them. They're just a higher skill level. Okay. Then of the Trade Federation drones, this one here is the one that's not painted. It's also on a lower peg. That's the one that's not carrying anything. Okay. So that's that taken care of. Right. Clear that. And then you got these 3 here. These 3 are the ones carrying the Discord missiles with the buzz droids. Okay. So this is basically going in this kind of an order. there's the one at the back has got one of the wing panels not painted. He corresponds to this one. Okay, this one here. Then there's the one that's got a big green blob on his cockpit. This one here corresponds to this one here, which I've marked with a little green ship icon here, right? And then that means that this one here, which is kind of like a more of a browny, more neutral color, he's the one that's been marked as being yellow here. Okay, so it's a bit complicated because of lack of consistency in paint job. Also, only using one peg meant it was going to be too much hassle for me to put a little donut on there without being obstructive. So I decided not. I decided to kind of like try and improvise with the paint scheme that he had and try and use that.
J'ai des Kraken, hein, je garde. Voilà, au Kraken. Ah ouais. Du coup, ça change relativement. Ça change relativement. C'est bon pour moi. Ok. Celui-là d'abord, 1,90.
Okay. So yeah, once again, really cautious maneuvers there from the Separatist drones, just kind of like swarming around in their deployment corner, not overcommitting to any particular direction. Yeah, there's not really much to see here. I mean, it's been interesting that we've had the Separatists do so well lately, especially in France. We had the System Open series in July, and 2 Separatist drone swarms made it to first and second place, respectively, at the System Open. Something like 225 people. And so far, it's only been 2 rounds, but Golven is top ranked at the moment.
Lui, il a bumpé sur le premier, il a fait un tonneau en reculant et le deuxième a bumpé. C'est parce qu'ils ne sont pas collés, c'est pour ça. Un VP2. Et c'est tout. VP3.
Also looks like the initiative went to Frederic. The gold squadrons are moving before Captain Sear. Oh, and I'm not on the chat, am I? Where's mine?
C'est une force. Faire un tonneau.
Okay, so somewhere around about 50 players. I've not got the. Well, I do actually have the count. Give me a sec. No, that's not what I'm looking for. This. $54 players in day 1B. Yesterday was somewhere. Well, I've got that as well. Hang on. Yesterday. Ooh, so yesterday was 20 on the nose. 20 players plus 54 today. 74 players. $20 players free go through to the top cut. Nicolas Durand, undefeated. Romain Pierron, who we saw in the last round, around 5 yesterday, as I managed to get set up in time. And Jonathan Ranger. Just give me a second as well, while I'm thinking about that. So we're looking at possibly 11 players qualifying today, and then plus the 3 from yesterday makes it a top 14. Thank you, Chewy Power. Please do remember that this stream is fully supported thanks to all the contributions I receive through Patreon and through Twitch Prime. So if you do have Twitch Prime, please do click the button to gift me a free subscription there, and or if not, the other alternative is go on to Patreon. Just drop the link in the chat for that, where you can support any amount of money you feel comfortable with.
C'est pareil pour le crack shot, c'est 0.
There's not much to go through here. The Jedi seem to be moving into the center area of the board, and that's kind of pressing the engagement on the Separatists. But as I say, the Separatists are just kind of hugged into their corner, and eventually it's going to be a question of throwing Mace and Obi-Wan against all those firing arcs, and it's not going to go well for them. Those Force tokens will only last so long. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where everyone ends up this round. Frederic has still got 2 dials. Has got 2 dials down. So another 3 in hand, deciding. There goes a third. Oh, that's right, the timer's not on, my bad. Hang on a sec, guys. Okay, so right now I can't put the timer on because it would appear the timer I normally put on the table, I didn't start properly, and I can't find the judges right now to confirm exactly what time they have. But hopefully within the next 5 minutes I'll be able to work that out. Something like about 25 minutes into the game, if not more. Like I say, I'm gonna try and get. I'm looking, but I'm not seeing either of the judges. I just found one. So yeah, 25 minutes into the game, 50 minutes left on the clock. Let's get that set up. go. Thank you for letting me know. I kind of got spaced out by Golven's list when I was setting up, and couldn't quite concentrate on anything else after that. But thank you for letting me know. Yep, so 50 minutes to go in a round. Still no real situation developing on the separatist side of the table. They're not overcommitted to anything. They're just kind of bunched up in their corner of the table and just waited for the Jedis to come through. So they come at me, bro. Which is what Mace is doing now. Alright, so Obi-Wan closes and Rick Ollie. Also, they're looking to kind of pierce the flank of those separatists, but they're going to have to get out of there quick because next round they're all just going to turn on them. And even there, for example, Mace is in 5 arcs. 5 arcs, 1 obstructed. No, maybe 2. So, firing on the one that's marked as yellow. No. One that's marked as green. Number 4. Now Mace. Are we firing on the same one, right? 2 focuses, 3 focus results. Nothing going on there.
Donc celui-ci sur Hindu, portée 2. Celle-ci encore, portée 2. 2. Là j'ai. Est-ce que j'ai resté? Non, celui-ci t'as pas. Ah, si, t'as. Ah, ressort le. Si, tu l'as. Tu l'as. Pas de problème. 4.
Now this is where Mace starts defending. Uses all of his force. Nothing left to defend this round now. Gold Squadron troopers are out of range. You got 2 focuses and 1 hit there. And there's 2 of 8s.
VP1. Donc j'en ai vraiment qu'un seul qui joue parce que l'autre gars suisse, il n'y a rien. Donc celui-ci, portée 3. Rien.
1 focus, 1 blank, nothing there. So Frederic was very lucky to have Mace survive all those shots. Wow, Frederic is tall. heads off the top of the screen. I'm sorry, Frederic, when you're watching this. Hadn't anticipated for somebody so tall. That's what he looks like from the nose up. Here, I mean, there's an opportunity for Mace to maybe jump behind, depending on the maneuvers that the droids pull off, that he could maybe squeeze K-turn in behind the Separatists, and then that would make things very easy for him. He managed to get through that round. 5 K-turn, yeah, I mean, if it would appear most of them are going to be turning to the right, and that would free up a little bit of space there. So he'd probably put him pretty much where Captain Sear is now for Mace. So it'll be interesting to see. I think it would work. I think if Mace was to do a 5 K-turn, he'd pretty much land exactly where Captain Sear is right now. And of course, all of those would have moved out of the way. The only problem would be maybe if the Separatist droid, the Separatist drone with the orange donut, the orange base marker, takes a left turn, maybe even barrel roll to try and block that K-turn. Some slow and cautious planning phases here. Now, so I'm guessing Golven hasn't decided on any maneuvers yet. All of his dials are face down, but like to the side. Okay. So, taking a longer turn with the first Trade Federation drone. This is the one that does not have the Discord missiles. I was expecting to see shorter turns than that, but I guess he wants to stick some buzz droids on Obi-Wan. From there is what I would guess is going to happen. No, because Obi-Wan's not going to be anywhere near where he is right now. So, yeah, I don't know why he's gone so fast with those turns. I guess he's trying, maybe because of the asteroid. It was going to mess up his positioning either way this game, so he's had to overcommit a little bit more than he wanted to. That was what I was more expecting to see. So now the two gold squadrons move before the rest of Golven's swarm. Captain Sear, one banks in, slots in next to the Discord carriers. So once again, just to remind you, here you've got these 3 ships are carrying the Discord missiles. Trade Federation drone, Separatist drone, I should say, number 6, bumps against Captain Sear. Separatist drone, number 7, bumps against the other Separatist drone by the looks of it. And number 7, number 8, number 5, this will be number 5. Yeah, number 5 bumps as well. So there is a nice little space for Mace Windu to do a 5k turn. Oh no. Flew right into that block wall, the brick wall of Separatist drones there. And I would have said that was pretty easy to call. That was going to be a heavy, that was going to be a solid block.
En fait, t'as les gabarits, tous les gabarits sont dedans, c'est pour ça. Ah ouais. Là, t'es bon. Là, t'es bon à l'avant et à l'arrière.
One hit. from the asteroid. Takes a damage as well on Mace Windu. Loses a shield. I'll be honest with you, it basically just looks like the Jedi have just kind of flown straight into a brick wall. And it doesn't look good from here. Mace, as it is, has now lost the shield. He's only got one force token to back him up this round. Now he's going to be taking 4 hits, 5 hits, 5 hits at range 1, maybe a 6th at range 2, 7th at range 2. There's that, the Discord, the one that's not got a Discord, the Trade Federation drone that doesn't have Discord missiles, looks like it might also, well, maybe not. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Phase d'engagement.
Mace without any tokens, 1 force token to back him up, and on a rock as well, so it's not going to go easy at all. So there's the Discord missiles launched on Obi-Wan.
Ouais, les deux sont.
Mais par contre, une petite charge sur le poste.
Pardon, c'est le numéro 4.
Sur 2.
Sur le 2. Donc 3D.
Non, 2D plus 1 pour la portée 1, plus 1 parce que je savais plus que
Ça fait 3.
j'ai fait 3.
Ça fait 3 aussi.
Et l'autre, il a quelle vitesse l'autre?
Celui-là, il a fait 3, celui-là, il a fait 1. C'est sur le 4.
Now there you've got 1, 2, and a crit and a blank. And that's 2 evades.
Un crit.
Face up. What damage deck is that?
Sur le numéro 4.
Is that a new one? Is that out already? 1, 2, 3, and there's 2 focus results. So I'm completely incapacitated now with regards to the damage deck.
Je l'ai pas, donc ça va être celui qui est.
And there's another one.
VP3, moi.
Okay, so anyway, start taking damage off Simon. This is on the one that's lost the Discord missiles, which is the last of the Trade Federation drones. Golly.
Je crois que j'étais du bout du. Vérifier avec le laser. Bon, je t'ai pas du coup. C'est parti, je tire avec lui. 41. Sur Bibi, sur Windows.
1 hit, 3 hits, 1 evade, takes 2 damage on Mace. And now he's using his damage deck as well. Ah! These guys have obviously never seen a stream game before, or at least one of my stream games before. Okay, so don't know what I'm going to be able to do, but anyway, not much I can do. They've already dealt those cards. That's it. There's no way back. And I've got to work out what the crit is. 2 blanks, nothing. So second Gold Squadron Trooper to fire. Gets 2 hits and a focus and 2 blanks on the evade dice. So 1, 2, onto the other Discord missiles to carry it.
Moi, ma VP2. Elle va tirer sur. Elle va tirer sur Obi. Sur Windows.
Firing on Mace Windu. 1, 2, 3 hits and a blank. And there you've got 2 evades and a blank. Bye bye, Mace. And he's probably even got a couple of shots left, hasn't he? Might get a free shot on Rick. Yeah, an Obi-Wan.
Celui-ci.
Ah,
Obi-Wan.
thank you.
Il y a ça pour l'instant. J'utilise le calcul d'un moment.
Loses shield and takes damage cut. Oh, and that's a direct hit. Oh, not going well for Frederic. Jeez, Louise. And he's still got more shots coming. 2 more. Blank, blank. Not enough force to hold. And the force of absolutely no use here. Oh, he spent the evade. It wasn't even on Obi-Wan then, was it? It wasn't firing on Obi-Wan. No. But he's taken a damage on the Gold Squadron troop. I don't know.
Je vais tirer sur le porté 1. Je calcule.
There's a focus on an evade. Yeah, another damage onto the Gold Squadron trooper.
Lui, il a déjà tiré sur Obi-Wan. Sur Rick Holiday. Donc 2 contre... non, 3 contre 3. Parce que j'ai fait une manœuvre 1.
If you're gonna fly headlong into a separatist swarm, you're gonna need more than the force to get you out. 2 focuses, 1 blank, spends an evade, takes 1 shield on Rick.
Ouais. Là, tu fais que 0, celui-ci prend un crit.
And Obi-Wan's gone as well, Jesus. That'll be the buzz droids, yeah. Damn! Devastating.
Aïe.
Right, okay.
Okay, so fuel leak on Gold Squadron Trooper. Obi-Wan got a cockpit console fire, sorry, and it's a loose stabilizer on the Separatist drone, the Trade Federation drone. Sorry. It is a third-party damage deck that he's playing with, but he does have the T65 promo damage deck in the sleeves behind. Behind the third-party damage deck.
J'ai
So yes, custom decks are not legal, but he has got the original deck in the sleeves behind the custom deck. One thing I would warn you about, if you did choose to take that route, you would have to. If I was a tournament, right? So the first thing is you'd have to authorize it with a tournament organizer, because there's nothing to say that you've actually put the same cards in each sleeve. I'd have to, like, as a tournament organizer, I'd have to check every single sleeve card, and then I've got no way of knowing if you change them in between games. So if I was a tournament organizer, I would not allow it, just because of the headache that's involved in me having to do extra homework just so you can have your cool little damage deck. And that's not to say I think Golven is doing anything against the rules, but the problem is that there are people that could exploit it, and so it becomes a very difficult situation. So the only way that, like, a tournament you could allow it is if a tournament organizer was present at the beginning of the tournament and you laid all the cards out and they watched you sleeve them. That'd be the only way that could really be permitted. But then, like I say, there's nothing to stop you changing them around halfway through the game anyway. Because it's a third-party damage deck, you know, you buy, you know, it's the same problem we've always had with damage decks, is there's nothing to stop you getting two and then just swapping out all the direct hits for stun pilots or whatever. I guess we're ready to go. How's he got? How are we knowing what his dials? Which dial's which? Because he just flipped over one and flipped over another. I guess he's got them set out in a similar kind of formation. Flips the loose stabilizer down. I don't see much opportunity for the Republic squad to get out of this now. Those Gold Squadron troopers are slightly less manoeuvrable. Something's coming off the table again this turn. Probably Gold Squadron trooper that's closest to the camera. It's currently stressed. He just bumped. Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be taking 3 shots from the Seer and 2 of the Separatist drones. This is a really bad position for Frederic to be in.
retourner.
Terrible. So Sia flies right into the barge droids.
Non, c'est que les ennemis. Que les vaisseaux ennemis. Quand un vaisseau ennemi chevauche.
So yeah, Frederic here questioning whether or not the buzz droid should stick to. Ay 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 ay.
Celui-ci fait 2,90. Et il va calculer. C'est pour ça que tu passes, tu fais quelqu'un faire de côté. Hein? Je pensais à...
Ricoli takes a talon roll over the asteroid.
Non, pas, pardon, j'enlève.
Hit. No, he's still got shield, so.
Un début de phase d'engagement. Il va balancer son œil.
What's it? Oh, it's because
Numéro 3.
connection. Because I helped them out. I got stuck.
J'ai pas le choix, ce sera forcément avec Olivier. Et tu peux tirer.
Yeah, I know.
Ça fait demi-tour, tu vas faire insérer. Ouais.
It's connected to Wi-Fi right now.
C'est celui-là.
Ok.
So we'll be getting that overlay updated in just 1 second. Two evades.
Là, c'est vraiment fou.
Looks like there's virtually nothing Frederic can do to actually do any damage in this. Actually getting his ships off the table.
Oui. Portez une.
So now you've got one hit, focus and blank. There's two evades.
Celui-ci, pareil, mais portez deux.
This is the damaged Gold Squadron Trooper.
J'en fais deux.
Two hits, one evade, one focus. Another damage card goes on to Gold Squadron Trooper. Gold Squadrons get to fire back, firing on the Discord missile carrier. You've got two hits and a blank. And there's a blank and an evade. So it takes the damage.
Ouais, il est cassé.
And it's gone.
J'attends la fin des VP2 avant de l'enlever. Celui-ci, il s'engage.
Right.
Du coup, il en prenait.
Sticks around to the end of the engagement phase. That was it, the end of the initiative phase, whatever it is.
Ils vont attaquer. C'est trois là qui vont attaquer. Et celui-ci.
So damn, here we go. We're looking for now.
Là, t'es à la vitesse 3. Là, t'es à la vitesse 5. Ah non, il peut pas attaquer. Il n'y a que 2 attaques. Lui, à la vitesse 2.
Oui, vitesse 2, vitesse 3, vitesse 2.
On a eu lui, il est mort.
Oui, lui, pardon. Oui.
Là, ça fait 3D contre 3, puisque stéroïde et là-bas, ça fait 2D contre. Donc, je vais taper la sauce.
Tu tapes le buzz?
51 sur la sauce.
So Gold Squadron's going to fire on the last, the Trade Federation droid that does not have any Discord missiles. And blanks out, gets one hit through. No, he fired on the Discord droids. Ah, deaded.
À moi VP2.
Got stuck onto Rick Ollie. Ollier.
Donc portée 2 à travers caillou.
Right, 1 crit, 2 focus results. 1 evade, 2 evades.
Alors,
No difficulty there.
je vais encore sur vite, portée 3. Ouais, je pense que
c'est bon.
portée 3.
Astéroïde.
Ah oui. Ah, non, je comprends. Ah.
Parallèle à moi et au plus fort c'est ton angle là. Donc ouais.
Tac.
Je fais
Got 2 hits.
plus 1 parce que je suis allé plus vite. Plus 1 pour la portée.
1 for the rock.
Allez. Ah bah tu prends quand même.
Yeah,
Vraiment, c'est
didn't get enough there.
Celui-ci, portée 3.
Takes his first damage on Rick Ollie. Ollie.
Mais sérieusement.
And there's a blank and a dead Gold Squadron trooper. So this hasn't been a good game for me because first I had all the issues of how to mark up Golven's list, and then they've started using their own damage cards, and I'm kind of like really kind of like disconcerted now, really kind of like confused about everything. But I can tell you that the Separatists are definitely winning. Rick Ollier and Gold Squadron Trooper number 1 are going to have a hard time putting enough damage onto this ship, onto the Separatist list to try and even up the odds. The big error here, I think, from Frederic was to try and joust it, which is not try and joust it, just ended up just like ploughing headlong into it more than anything else. And that was what really cost him everything. The first joust he had worked out pretty well. Mace only lost like 1 shield out of like 5 shots, but then the next time just kind of walked straight into them. And yep, there is no real good way for him to recover from there. Golven's laying out his dials according to ship placement, so kind of mirroring the ship placement. And they're off. 2 Trade Federation drones. 3, sorry. One of them still hanging around on 1 hit point. Number 1, Talon Rolls. Number 4, also. And here in this situation where he's got the upper hand, it really isn't that important to be stressed with a couple of your ships at this point.
peu léger. Je vais direct.
And just less than 10 minutes to go now. This is probably going to be the last 2, maybe at most 3 rounds of combat, but that's if it even needs that much time for Golven to take those ships off the table. Yeah, Gold Squadron Trooper. Currently only being shot by 2 ties, so that's something, I guess.
Ouais, vitesse 2. Lui?
But we still got to see what happens with Ricoli.
Et lui 2, lui 3 et lui 3.
Gets blocked again. And I don't think he's going to make it that far, is he? I think he's just going to basically run into the back of the Gold Squadron Trooper. I don't think he... Nope. So, moving back. And then he's going to hit the Gold Squadron Trooper. So yeah, just put him back. And Rick Ollier doesn't go anywhere.
Par contre, il déstresse, ouais.
Et pas d'action de ragasse.
Has he got a weapons disable token?
Une phase de tir. Ton 5 ne tire pas. Mes 3 ne tirent pas.
Donc un 3 de tir, ok, d'accord. Là, ils sont tous 9.
Oui. Non, il y en a le numéro 4 qui est en dommage. Il est là.
Et celui-là, c'est une VP 1 et il a quoi? Il a rien. Donc le VP 3 va la plus cher.
Oui. 19 ou 21.
Et celle-là, je la vois pas. Donc je vais attaquer celle-ci après.
Ok.
So Ricoli fires 3 dice and only does 1 hit, and there's 2 evades on the defense roll, so nothing for Golven to worry about this time around. If I remember right, Golven was actually 2nd place at the System Open with this list, or a similar list anyway. It was 1st and 2nd place were Separatist Swarms. I think Golven was a 2nd place. Just 1 evade. And we've got 54 players today, 20 players yesterday, for a total of 74 participants in the Grand Championship. Day 1A, 3 players made it through on a 4-1 record to go through to the top on Sunday. And it looks like today we're going to have roughly 11 players for the top on Sunday for day 2. So making it the top 14. now. And there you go, back to dials. Yeah, I mean, Golven didn't have many arcs that turn. We've got 3 minutes left. So this is going to be the last round. And not really, well, I mean, for the commanding lead that Golven has already, there's not really much that Frederic can hope to pull out here. If he's playing on right now, it's basically to conserve points and MOV for MOV and trying to take one of those Trade Federation drones off the table. I mean, and look at it, basically. Look how much damage he's managed to apply to, if we switch over to table camera, look how much damage he's actually managed to apply to Golven's list. 4 hit points of damage. Oh no, he's 5, sorry. 5 hit points of damage, right? And in return, on the other side of the table, 8 just on the Jedi, 5 for the Gold Squadron Trooper, plus 3 for Ricolle. 16 points of damage exchanged versus 5. And in those sort of numbers, anyone's going to be on the losing end. Is it a question of him having unfavorable dice rolls? No. It was a question of him getting himself into a position where he had to take too many shots and wasn't able to give enough back. So the first Trade Federation drone just kind of creeping off. Maybe even trying to block some of the maneuvers from Ricolle's free bank to the left. And calculate. That's the end of the round. Yep. And let's face it, right? This game, 1 hour, 15 minutes, all in this area of the board. Those separatists, they don't need more space. They're perfectly fine. Boom, 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 boom.
Oui, il y a un point de vue. Non. FP2, 1,90. 90. Ah, yeah. Calcul. Un retour.
Yeah, not much to say here. This last round, the game's won by Golven. There's not really anything that can really be done to change things here. Maybe Frederic can claw back a little bit of MOV by taking another Trade Federation drone off the table. Maybe Golven can mop up and take both ships, both of Frederic's ships off the table. Rick Ollier bouncing once again, bumping into the back of the Gold Squadron Trooper once again. And right now, a huge kill box there. 5 arcs on those 2 ships. 3 at range, well, 4 of them got range 1 options. And that's Rick Ollier, easily evaded by the Separatists. Rick Ollier. And there you've got 1 hit, 2 hits and a crit. Spends a focus to evade 2, takes 1 face-up damage card.
C'est pas avant que je...
Non, crack shot, c'est après tout.
No?
Après toute modif.
Non, mais ça, c'est pas ton match-out, c'est pouvoir...
Oh no, you got
C'est
2 of them
le pouvoir de
through.
crack shot quand on... Regarde.
I don't know what that is.
Fort de travail step modif. Celui-ci fait encore.
Slow.
Il est à nuage.
Going again.
J'utilise le calcul de mon copain.
1 focus, 2 blanks. Gets 1 for the gas cloud. Another damage card onto the Gold Squadron Trooper. Attack number 3. 2 hits. Gold Squadron Trooper rolls 1 evade, 1 focus. Takes another 1. No, it's shield on. Rick Ollier. Oh, so here's an R2 astromech. He recovered a shield. Gold Squadron fires back. 2 hits. 1 blank, 1 focus. 2 hits go through. One's a face up. Looks like it was a direct hit. And that Trade Federation drone is down.
VP1 pas de shoot. Non, VP2.
It's a hard game to watch when it's so one-sided and so heavy. There you've got 1 focus, 1 hit, and a crit. There you've got 1 focus and an evade, and there goes Rick Ollier. And that's the end of the game. Damn!
Le match, s'il vous plaît, messieurs. Ouais. Tu m'as pris 21 x 2. Non, 20. Tu m'as pris 44. Parfait.
Il me reste un demi-l'été. Soit 13 points.
Donc ça fait 287.
187.
Non, ils sont en train de rester.
Merci.
Et ben putain.
Félicitations.
Merci.
Désolé.
Bref. Ouais.
How is the English?
Top,
No. Okay, so Frederic, I will ask you one question. When you came pretty quickly up against him, is that like something that you regret now?
Yes, of course, but it was in the right angle to just come.
Yeah. Your
Come
first joust, mace,
Yes.
fine, but then you kind of turned straight into them and just
If I make
4 or 5
K10, yeah.
K10, I think he can block me.
Okay.
I don't think I can. Maybe I am wrong. So I hope it was a spot.
There was a spot here with the bank, right? Okay.
So it's the same thing for me to was block here with the red banner.
Yeah.
I prefer not have those strikes.
Okay.
But I don't see I work on the right.
Yeah.
I think I just
Yeah.
on the side.
Okay. And then, have you played against the Separatist Swarm before?
Yes, like this, not the 3, with only the one on
The Discord yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the same way I engage between
Yeah.
so it's right for me, but here, no.
Okay. Golven, you were the second at the System Open, right? Yeah, it was Victor Duran was first place, and you second, both with the Separatists. Okay. Just make sure I remember correctly. Okay. Best of luck. Bonne chance pour la seconde partie.
Merci.
Hey.
Yo,